meditation. One is asking seriously this question. When you are confronted with this crisis in consciousness, it's not the crisis is not over there outside of us. The crisis is in us. You know that saying, we have seen the enemy, and the enemy is us. So the crisis is not economic, war, the bomb, the politicians, the scientists, but the crisis is within us, crisis in our consciousness. Until we understand very profoundly the nature of that consciousness and question, delve deeply into it and find out for ourselves whether there can be a total mutation in that consciousness. The world will go on creating more misery, more confusion, more horror. So our responsibility is not some kind of altruistic action out, political or economic, but to comprehend the nature of our being. Why we human beings who have lived on this beautiful, lovely earth, why we have become like this. So we should, if you are willing, if it is your responsibility, we can perceive together the nature of our consciousness, the nature of our being. This is not, as we said, a lecture. A lecture being a dissertation on a particular subject, giving or pointing out information. That's what one means by a lecture. But here we are trying together, you and the speaker, together, not separately, together observe the movement of this consciousness and its relationship to the world, whether that consciousness is individual, separate, or that consciousness is the whole of mankind. You understand? We are educated from childhood to be individuals with your separate soul, if you believe in that kind of stuff, or you have been trained, educated, conditioned to think as an individual. We think, because you have a separate name, separate form, that is dark, light, tall, short, fair, black, and so on, and your particular tendency, we think we are separate individuals, our own particular experiences, and so on. Now we're going to question that very idea, whether we are individuals. It doesn't mean that we are kind of amorphous beings, but actually are we individuals? The whole world maintains, both religiously and in other ways, that we are separate individuals. And from that concept, and perhaps from that illusion, we are, each one of us is trying to fulfill, become something. In that becoming something, we are competing against another, fighting another. So, if we maintain that way of life, we must inevitably cling to nationalities, tribalism, war. Why do we hold on to nationalism? The passion behind it, which is what is happening now. The British against the Argentine, the Jew against the Arab, Arab against the Jew, and so on. Why do we give such extraordinary, passionate importance to nationalism, which is essentially tribalism? Why? Is it because in tribalism, holding on to the tribe, to the group, there is certain security, not only physical security, but psychological security, inward sense of completeness, fullness. If that is so, then the other tribe also feels the same, and hence division, and hence war, conflict. If one actually sees the truth of this, not theoretically, and if one wants to live on this earth, which is our earth, not yours or mine, American or the Russian or the Hindu, it's our earth to live on, then there is no nationalism at all. There's only human existence. One life. It's not your life or my life, it's living the whole of life. And this tradition of individuality has been perpetuated by religions, both in the East and in the West. Individuals, savior for each individual, and so on, so on. Now, is this so? You know, it's very good to doubt.